clear of the closing doors, please.
I ended up here homeless on the street because my family turned against me and the city of New York turned against me. This also included the federal government. I have multiple court documents in the Eastern District Federal Court and one in the Southern District Court.
Most of our apartments on fire and don't want to stay in the shelter system. They're not right. It's not right. You know? You have your belongings, they're not there the next time you come home. I'd rather have my kid in the street.
The city of New York tried to shatter my credibility, and in doing so, they attempted to insult my intelligence and tried to make me look like I was something that I'm not, which I'm not really going to reveal at this point. But it put me in a really bad state because they lied to me directly, to my face, and the New York City Police Department also lied to me, to my face.
You got staff and security that are doing it. Shit, I gotta watch out for the man next to me. Watch out for each other, you gotta watch out for them.
I just became sick of the system. And I winded up here out on the street. And I've been here for 11 and a half months. I'm trading stock right now. And I'm gonna get out of this situation. I'm trading stock with the money that I made from mining gold and diamonds here in the 47th Street Diamond District.
$50, $60 we can get a room, you know what I mean? Get a little bit of food in a room, that's it. That's all we're looking for. Not much.
Yeah, I came here in the city. Basically, I started with nothing. To be straight, I started with nothing. I was kind of living on the streets at first, and this is what I tell all the people that are homeless. And they say, do you have any change to spare? I'll give them a little bit of something because I feel it, but then I tell them, you got to get up and do something about it.
I'm homeless. I'm sleeping in these boxes. And the coronavirus has been a very bad pandemic right now in the city.
Like 3 or 4 cars would be crowded, full of people, and then you see that one car that's just empty with just one guy sleeping on the bench. And you know that once you get on that car, that smell is powerful.
And if all the black people was in charge of the guns and the money, then we'd be considered the majority.
Mm-hmm. When you see this like circle of white people and you imagine as a black person, like, how they live without having any kind of awareness, you almost are like how can you live like this?
Anybody that commits crimes like choking people to death, sacrificing 3,000 people in the Twin Towers, and covered it up for 14 years, like they need to be held accountable.
My girl has a hijab on her head and they be treating us like we're criminals for what? Because why? Because she got it.
But you're not even almost ashamed that I'm a white person. I'm like, yeah, how can people be like that?
Basically, we need to organize right now in the community, and basically what we should be doing right now is common sense things like helping one another, making people's lives easier, not more difficult.
The only reason we are considered a minority pretty much is because we don't have the resources.
It's like we're being run by like real nasty people. They figured out a way how to enslave us, basically through the monetary system.
Birth certificate serial number would come up with your name as a corporation, how they trade it, because that's where the money goes from the Social Security account. Like, how do you access that?
The Federal Reserve and our money supply, and just the fact that we have like very low expectations for ourselves because we're not taught our history.
Yeah, I heard that. You're supposed to just sign it, stamp it, and send it to the Federal Reserve, and they take care of it. Word.
Try to make it seem like they're scared of us, but we're scared of them.
I work in a hospital, and I got people stopping me, asking me if I'm Muslim before they allow me to treat them.
She's not Muslim.
I'm Christian, and still people stop me and ask me.
Guess who's Muslim, though?
What we have to find is a way to live in peace and harmony with all the people. Otherwise, I'm against war. War is devastation and put people into misery and trouble.
The black group, got the Hispanics, got the whites. I mean, I all look at us as the same, but it's judged differently.
Over 300 trees have been broken with the American people here are not aware of this. It's important that we kind of get the truth out. We can't put our trust in these people, like these authority figures and these religious figures. These are real criminals, including the Pope. So he's coming here in September. It would be nice if we could be able to somehow put him on trial.
And everybody holding it down on the skid bids on rankings. Yeah, y'all.
Meteor strikes or the next hurricane or whatever, these are manufactured. Also, possibly a hoax alien invasion with real disappearances, kind of like in Chile and Argentina.
I want to give a big shout out to all our homies that's doing, they bids upside down on their head doing the Superman push-ups, you dig?
Consumerism is the main thing that allows the greedy man to still get rich, or the poor people to actually be able to come together and build something up. Take church. We put dollars into that, but we don't do anything else.
I don't know what the solution is, maybe abolishing money, maybe creating an alternative currency, but certainly coming together and breaking public apathy.
They've been running the system so long that, they think they're invincible. They don't know that day is over. And they just want to fight up to the very end.
A lot of these police, some of them are just racist thugs, others are just members of secret societies, like Freemasons. And they have their own brotherhood and their own shit.
What do you think of when you think of Staten Island?
People have different opinions on social issues, and I don't know, it's hard to tell from my perspective because I live in Staten Island and it doesn't really occur here, so I don't want to speak for something I don't really have a background on.
Believe it or not, Staten Island has a lot of hood areas that I feel like other boroughs couldn't touch because they're really crazy.
Things changed a lot with gentrification and everything.
Brooklyn right here is my big thing is affordable housing. You got tons of spaces going up. You can just go down the block, you can see a brand new development. None of us could afford.
Stop fighting amongst themselves, you understand what I'm saying? Pick yourself up, know that, okay, I'm here today, but they're trying to push me out by tomorrow. So educate yourself for what's going on and where you live. Everybody, as soon as this stops telling people what to do.
I, for one, do not like gentrification because it closes a lot of the small businesses that are people owned.
They used to have a lot of vacant buildings here and buildings that were run down. And what they did was they fixed those buildings up, and the few people that were left in them, they put them out, they fixed them up, modernized them, so they say, and none of us are able to move back into those buildings.
Unless you're paying $3,000 for rent, you're living in the hood no matter what,
And when they come with their rules, and they want to change things, you know what I'm saying, and not make it better for the people who were born and raised here.
I guess it's okay to live in the hood if you're living in New York City.
I used to live in the worst apartment in New York. I lived on 9th Street and 1st and A.
We were like a family, really. We had a little bodegas that knew everybody. And I can remember as a little kid, they had little black and white notebooks. And if your parents didn't have the money at the time, they put your name in the book. And when you got your money, you went and paid them. They got rid of all the little family bodegas and built all these stores.
And when my kid was little, I had a tub in the kitchen, a bathroom in the hall. So every night was an adventure going to the bathroom because literally we shared the bathroom, So I had a 3-year-old kid, I'd take him out. One night I found a lady doing her business on a john in my bathroom.
The police officers in our neighborhood, they knew your family. You did something wrong, they could bring you right to your parents. You understand what I'm saying? That was in the community. Now they have cops, and some of them really don't want to be here.